you crazy kids went and did it.
Hi. We're married. We're married.
Now you can cry.
You're amazing.
You were, oh my God, Hannah, you were so great.
I love you, Mom. I love you so much. I love you.
Okay, can you close the door? We're closing. Come in. What? What?
Thank you.
I know what to think.
Stay here, we're having some pictures.
You know, you two are promised as kids. We've known each other for years.
Or something. It was so nice.
Beautiful service.
Watching it on monitor.
Nice.
Good.
Congratulations! It was a beautiful ceremony. That's gorgeous. And Jen, you look beautiful. Oh, yeah. You haven't missed a step.
You're starting to cry and the service.
I can't see you. It's really dark.
Is that a video?
I don't know.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yo.
We're looking right at you.
Congratulations.
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 Be nice to her,
Fabulous.
Wade. Out of
Those
nowhere.
like little jokes with
Hey,
the
please
rabbi.
ring. Please ring.
Those little jokes with the rabbi. You smiled. You chuckled. You look good. Wade, you look fabulous. We just like to say, Ben. Take it away.
Congratulations.
Okay, our like little song from her. You look fabulous.
You light up my life.
Oh, you do.
You give me hope. Say hi. Video. The violin player.
Violin. She almost broke a string.
She almost broke a string. We ma-
Shut up.
oh, now that's going to be, everyone's going to hear
Yeah,
that.
everybody.
Okay, peace. Have fun.
Oh, congratulations, Wade and Jet. Happy to be
Very
here.
happy for you guys. The lights are bright. We're happy.
The lights very bright.
Let's get under the
And the Kiddush this evening will be given in memory of Wade's grandparents, Henry or Harry and Estelle Cantor by Stanton and Kimberly Cantor.
You remember the prayer, right?
Speak up, Kim. Speak up.
Pray for you, Goffin.
Mike Kim.
Good job.
I am.
How about a nice round of applause for them?
Yeah.
Arthur Robbins and Michael Sickle.
Yay. There's someone else?
Michael?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Here he is.
You're going to be giving a fair meeting.
Hamoti lechem.
How about a nice round of applause for them?
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Wade and Jennifer. Testing, testing. I guess first of all, I should say I thought this would be like 15 minutes later, so I'd be all liquored up. And when I'm liquored up, I'm on fire. So I'm not sure how this one's gonna go. First, as I told everyone kind of last night, I know everyone was coming in and out, so not everyone was there when I gave my toast last night. But we feel so touched that 111 people came, each and every person traveled for this wedding. And it's an incredible feeling. We love each and every one of you. And you know, when we take out the degenerative gamblers, the love we feel for those 7 people, it touches us so much. And I guess besides thanking all of you, the real hero of this night is obviously Jen. I know my one responsibility for this night was to say, when everyone thanked me for how all the little details and this and that, I was supposed to pretend like I participated and tied ribbons and did all that stuff, but people know I didn't tie any ribbons. And if the planning was left up to me, there'd be like 12 of us in Bakersfield right now, and I would have just been married by a priest. So I love Jen, and you've just been fantastic with all this stuff. And I guess just in terms of the feelings, when I think about like why I married you and why I love you so much, you're the perfect complement of the type of person I need to be with. You know, you help kids all day long, and then when I come home from work, the thing you're most excited about is when the 87-year-old guy delivering the Chinese food in the building was slipping his menu under the door and stealing the other Chinese menu out, doing the old switcheroo. Jen is so happy that she saw it happening and run to the door and flung it open and gave the guy the heart attack of his life. It's not like all the kids she helped that day, it's that she scared the delivery guy to death. And then it's just like thinking about just like, as I said, the kids and all you do. But then when we were trying to park in that mall in Long Island last week, and that woman actually thought she was gonna take our space, and I mean, the car didn't matter. We've got the space, and those are some of the reasons why I love you so much. I love you. And I can give another speech in 15 minutes when I am liquored up, and we can compare, but do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't going to because I thought I was going to cry, but I'm so dehydrated that I can't cry. I just have to say that it's very fitting to be in Las Vegas because I have the jackpot.
Hannah, the bridesmaid, is going to play a song on her violin for you. So we ask all of you to kindly direct your attention in this direction. How about a nice round of applause to warmly welcome Hannah?
I'm smiling. In the wheelchair, he loves me here.
Grandma Pearl making a grand entrance.
There you go.
Grandpa Mo right behind.
Oh, this is great.
Yep, you're being photographed, Mo.
That was it.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
To the club.
Beautiful ceremony.
Here he is again.
Where'd you go? We just saw you over the other part. 13, get on your knees. Who's this overgrown kid? Hey, who are you? Oh, yeah. See you. It's been a while. The last time I had an affair, Michael Jackson. It's not happening again.
Yeah, we can chip.
Chip.
Hi.
Out the coast. I want to introduce you to Jack.
Hi. Hi. Thank you. Hi, Aunt Janet.
Her family's got a
Okay, so if I could have Diane Sharon Hess and Paul Scott Teller. How about a nice round of applause for them? Since we are responsible for this match that you have witnessed tonight, we thought it was proper that we introduce them. Are we ready to introduce them? Yes. Yes? Okay. All right, so for the first time,
We'd like to introduce
Mr. Wade Cantor
and Dr. Jennifer Cantor.
So for their first dance, they've chosen the song this evening, It Had to Be You. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and suddenly found somebody who yeah.
person who can get on the stage come to the dance floor. Please, I was going to weddings and running up to catch the bouquet, and I hated it. So I decided to do something a little different. I'd like everybody to hug people around you, hold your hands. And if you've been married less than a year, sit down. Less than a year, sit down. And if you're not married at all, sit down. Okay, now less than 5 years, sit down. Okay, 10 years. 10 years, sit down.
Slow down. Slow down.
20 years, sit down. 20 years.
guys can now have salad. But this is going to continue to be a test throughout the evening.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my life with you made it better. Here's my troubles that touch you. For the morning sun is warm. So it's a day with hope and comfort too. Here's my troubles that touch you. There's a road dying, and you're the night sun. At the end of the day, so how about a nice round of applause for the parents and their children? This is what we call true Las Vegas showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, by popular demand, we present to you Elvis! Sing it now! Viva Las Vegas! Sing it again! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas with your neons flashing and your war bandits clashing. Oh, down! Oh my gosh! Viva Las Vegas, turn the day, the night time, turn the night into daytime. If you sing it once, you'll never do the same again. I gotta keep on running, I have to so far. If it cost me my very last time, if I wind up broke, then I always remember that I had a swinging time. Oh, no, I give it everything I got. Please let the dice get out. Let me shoot a seven room and a shot out. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Real big now! Viva! Viva Las Vegas! Oh yes! Thank you! How's everybody doing? Thank you very much. I just love saying that. I just want to say what an honor it is for me to be here tonight to help you celebrate this wonderful occasion. Let's give everybody a round. I'm sure you've done this before. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Congratulations to you. We're going to do a few songs for you right now. We're going to take you back to the year long way. We're going to go back to 1956. Back when I was back when I was alive. This was my first gold record. Well, shit on my baby left me, but I found a new place to dwell. Well, instead of the end of the lonely street, that's heartbreak hotel, the lonely, but it's so lonely, baby. It's so lonely, it's so lonely, I can cry. Uh-oh, we got a live one. Oh, it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken hearted lovers to cry their blues. Oh, it's so lonely, baby, it gets so lonely, it gets so lonely, I could die. Oh, look out now. Have a nice round of applause to the band. Come on now. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I'm saying, we can't go on together with suspicious eyes, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, an old friend I know, that's why I say hello. But I still see suspicion in your eyes. Here we go again. Asking where I've been. You can't see the tears of real I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious eyes. And we can feel our dreams. Let's don't let our things die. Oh no, cause honey, ever, you know I'll never lie to you. No, not much. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. There we go. Say it again. What can you see? What you doing to me? When you don't believe a word I'm saying. Take it to me over and over. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out. Sister, what you do, what your big sister does. Yo! Well, I understand. What's your first name, huh? Bonnie. My Bonnie lies. I understand it's your birthday, too.
Oh, no.
Well, that's okay because, you know, her birthday's the 12th.
It's your birthday. It's my birthday, too, because it's his birthday, too.
This is your birthday. It's my birthday on the 12th. Yeah, it's my birthday, too. No, I'm not. She knows. She's known for months.
I put it in my Palm Pilot when he told me.
But we're going to say all together, we're going to sing Bonnie a happy birthday, right? Together now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bonnie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bonnie. Congratulations. Once again, I want to wish you all the best, many, many years of happiness. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless.
Guys, anyone who wants a picture with Elvis, please don't be shy. The only charge is if you want a picture with his belt buckle. That's extra. But other than that, just line up if you would. He's going to be hopping around.
Is Paul Teller here? Paul Teller, Paul Teller. Paul Teller. Paul is going to give a toast to... Wait, this is Paul Teller.
I wasn't ready.
Paul is my roommate from college who I lived with all 4 years. So besides Jen, I guess he's seen my bare bottom more than anyone here. But,
And your mother.
and my mother. But God help us all.
That was half my speech, so I don't think I have anything else left to say. Guys, first of all, thank you for having me up here. As Wade said, I am his college roommate at Duke. Believe it or not, we were randomly placed together first day of freshman year. Somehow I survived for 4 years after that. I think living with Wade for 4 years actually gives me a fantastic perspective that a lot of people actually here don't have, maybe even Jen doesn't have. I knew him in the old days, and I'd like to say there was actually an old Wade and a new Wade, and that's what I wanted to just talk briefly about tonight. I will keep it brief. I promised them that I would keep it brief. And if I refer to my notes on occasion, you'll forgive me. The old Wade, first of all, Jen, I don't even know if you knew this. Jen, did you know Wade was a really gross guy? Yeah, really gross. I mean, he was a very typical college. We all were gross. I was disgusting too. He was more disgusting than I was. Just to name a couple of things, I would say he changed his sheets once a semester. And again, he changed them. I didn't say he washed them, but he changed them once a semester. He was known for the more he liked a piece of clothing, a shirt, whatever, the less he washed it. Like his favorite pair of, I think it was at Harvard Boys School shorts that he loved to wear and never washed. His idea of healthy eating was actually sticking to 3 or 4 helpings of the all-you-can-eat buffet rather than going for 5 or 6. And his idea of exercise was walking to the television to change the channel rather than using the remote control. The main thing to understand, though, about old Wade is that he was completely, 100% dependent on me. I think, Jane's laughing. She knows. Sometimes she would call. I don't even know if you knew this, Wade. Sometimes she would call. Jane would call when you weren't there. Just, hi, Paul, is Wade there? No, can I take a message? No, I wasn't calling to speak to him. I was calling to tell you, thank you so much for taking care of Wade. She totally remembers this. Thank you so much for bringing my boy through college. So that was old Wade. But new Wade is very different, very different. He, I understand, is eating off of clean plates now. which is good. Wearing clean clothes, which is excellent. Certainly exercising. I think he runs more marathons than he used to get out of the bed. I mean, he gets more exercise these days than ever. And he, what are some other things about the new weight? Well, one other thing that I noticed about the new weight, and this started when materials started arriving about this wedding. There were things with his name on them that were pink, frilly, with lace, ribbons, bows, flowers. This is new Wade. This is not the Wade that I knew in college. But, so I guess he went from being 100% dependent on me to being 100% dependent on Jen. But actually, I gotta say, that actually is a very good thing. We've seen that that is a truly positive thing. Jen, you've had an incredible impact on him. You have tamed the beast. There's no question. No question. Yeah, Wade is much calmer now, much more serene of a person, and I think you had a huge impact on that. To turn a little bit mushy now, just for a few minutes, and then I'll shut up. I promise. I do promise. Well, Wade is, he knows this, and Jen, you should know this too. I think Wade is one of the greatest human beings on this planet that she knows it, that I've ever met. And he puts you above everybody. And that, believe me, and you know from him, that's a great honor, because he doesn't honor a lot of people. But he, you know, to me, he was my Duke experience, basically. And he was one of the greatest. And if he ever needed a lung, a kidney, something, I would give it, because that's how I feel. That is on video. I keep trying to step out of the field of vision in these videos so that he doesn't have to get it. But, so I do feel privileged to have been your roommate for 4 years. I feel privileged to have been your roommate in DC the summer of '92. I was privileged to have you crash on my couch in Virginia for 3 months, a few years after that. Did you pay any money for that, by the way? No, I didn't. No. I didn't think so. But, and of course, I'm privileged to be here today. I appreciate it. Wade, you've clearly picked someone who is smart, sassy, sophisticated, and clearly a strong person. And Jen, you've picked someone who is Wade. And that's the best choice I think you can make. So without too much further babbling, I don't even have a glass to toast with, but I wanted to wish you a lifetime of happiness and love that you truly deserve. And please know that Maxine and I will always be in your lives, whether you like it or not. So here's to Wade and Jen. Love you very much.
Get this on tape. Get this on tape. This is Rips. Oh, God, love this guy. Unbelievable. Great speech. Jesus. Guy hasn't given a good speech in 29 years. Oh.
Hey, thanks. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
In the clutch. In the clutch. This is fantastic. Okay.
Amy Anderson. Amy just got married, and Mona Fawad are two of my very, very best friends from college. As Jen said, my name's Amy Anderson, and Jen and I have known each other for about 10 years now. We went to college together and became friends soon after we met. And I found out something very quickly about Jennifer. She's one of the most loyal and generous friends that anyone could ever have. She always had time to cook us dinner, or help me with organic chemistry, or pretty much talk about any problem, anything. I also found out, though, that her generosity extended to people that she didn't know, and she would often extend her hand to help someone that she really wasn't even acquainted with. I also found out that she gave 110% to everything that she ever did, and because of her diligence and because of her intelligence, she succeeded in pretty much everything that she tried to do. I also found out that Jen was pretty exuberant, as most of you probably know, and that exuberance really came out when she first introduced me to Wade. They had come to Philadelphia for our wedding, and Jen introduced me to Wade. And she went on and on and on about how wonderful and brilliant and sweet and caring and loving and what a great sense of humor Wade had. And Wade was a little embarrassed because he was sitting only about 3 feet away. But I soon found out that Jen was absolutely right. So I'm very happy this evening because my friends Jennifer and Wade have joined together and their lives are now one. They have a love that is a very special love that I know that they cherish very much and they treasure very much. And I know that their marriage will be a very happy and a very long one because they realize this. So let's raise our glasses to Jen and Wade. Congratulations, you're still a long and happy marriage.
Hi, I'm Mona, and I wanted to play a tape, but I don't see tape player, so I'm gonna... Oh, it is? Where?
Right here.
Okay, of course, Jen, very organized, has the tape player. All right, it's on A, so just when I tell you, just to press it. Well, anyway, you know, as long as I've known Jen, one of the things that's amazed me is, and I've always admired about her, is the passion and the energy that she brings to everything that she does. And I want to take you back in time to a little girl who recited these poems in a contest she won. And I think you'll agree with me that the energy and the exuberance that she now has is the same that she had back then.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Cecil, and I have a selection of 3 poems to read to you. The first one is called Breeze. Sometimes I wear my hair in braids, with a ribbon and a tie. When I wear my hair in braids, they fall into my pie. When my braids are tangled, I try to get a comb. My braids are always wiggly, no matter where I roam. The second one I would like to read to you is called Friends. Friends are special, no matter where. Friends are special, we're always there. If you ever have a fight, you'll make up right away. Everybody has a friend, you want a new one every day. The third poem I would like to read to you is called Parents. Parents are great, even if they yell. It's because they love you, that's not all I'll tell. I'll tell you that they really care, as much as they punish you. You can't be sad with mom and dad, you're lucky you have 2.
So, Jen, I love you, and I am so happy. You don't understand how happy I am. And Wade, thank you so much for putting that sparkle in her eye. You're the only one that could have done it. And I wanted to recite something for both of you today. I made it up. It's kind of in keeping with that because it's just a rhyme. But here it goes. So if I mess up, just excuse me. But a very special delivery was made by way of a stork. On June 19th, you were born in Rockville Center, New York. With riotous curls and eyes baby blue, Betty Boop sure had nothing on you. You were full of laughter and fun from the very start. A girl full of love with a very big heart. But fun and laughter were only a piece of the pie. You are one smart cookie, and let me tell you why. The alcohol warning label bill was something you fought for. You helped it pass in the Senate. You even met Al Gore. You excelled in your studies and went to JHU, and I'm one lucky girl because that's where I met you. We went to public health, and then you went for more. Medical school in Buffalo was your next big score. But New York was your home, and so back you came. And that's where you met that special man. Wade is his name. And I first remember you told me the why, what, and where. You said, this one is special. There's really something there. And then when I met him, I knew he was the best. He made you so happy, it put my heart to rest. You've already shared so many memories and fun, from the Galapagos to Spain and the New York Marathon. And now here we are on this magical day. We all wish you well as you start your new way. You have two families now to share in your life. They're there to support you in joy and in strife. And to Jen, I would say, this is a good, good man. Love and support him the best that you can. And to Wade, I would say, take care of this treasure. Love and cherish her, and your life will be a pleasure. And so finally a toast that comes from my heart. May every night be a happy ending, and every day a fresh start.
States of America. You know, so much of the music we hear today is pre-programmed electronic disco. We never get a chance to hear a master bluesman practicing their craft anymore. For the year 2006, the music you know today is the blues, will exist only in the classic records department of your local public library. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, while we still can on this welcome from the entertainment capitals of this continent, the all-star show band of Johnny and Jake and Elwood Blues. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Blues Brothers.
20 minutes. Where'd you get married? Outside? Over there. Over here. Outside by the fountain.
We would especially like to welcome all the representatives of Nevada's Highway Patrol who are waiting for me and Jake after the show. We do sincerely hope you all enjoy the show. Please remember, people, that no matter who you are, what you do to live, thrive, and survive, there are still some things that make us all the same. You, me, well, my brother Jake, Wilson Pickett, Solomon, Brooke, Wade, and Jennifer, everybody, people.
Hey, quit talking.
Hawaii in 6 months?
What was the question?
See that? I can't tell you what he said. He might not let you know. He said you're going to Hawaii in 6 months.
Oh, really?
Maybe I let someone on the band.
Yeah, what are you doing after tonight?